are you guys doing, and can you hear me? Oh, damn it. Work. Let's try that. Is there anybody out there? Julia, awesome. How are you doing, Julia? And are you really a lawyer? I always wondered. So I switched to doing these streams on Facebook. Oh, just a nickname. So if you guys wonder where I went, I'm on Facebook. It seems that Facebook is just much more generous with traffic to the stream, so it makes more sense to do them there. It's a bit weird because obviously my YouTube channel is bigger than my Facebook account, but that's just how it works now. But today Facebook didn't want to let me stream at all. I have no idea what the problem was. So I just tried on Instagram first and here now on YouTube. And I got to meet Julia again, which is awesome. I'm jamming in B minor if you guys want to join. If you're sitting with a guitar, you can play your trusty pentatonic box here. On the 7th fret B. Christian, awesome. What's up? Just out of curiosity, are you guys from old timers on this channel, or did you find me on the GMC Guitar channel? Or sorry for these questions. Yeah, so there definitely is a scale I use more than others. Like the pentatonic scale especially for this jam. It's just given, that's where all the cool melodies are. But then I like the Aeolian or minor scale. And in some spots here, when there is an F sharp chord, I do the B harmonic minor as well. It's common associated with you know, guys like Yngwie, but it's a usable scale. It's just like the minor scale. You move one single note. Christian, how many scales do you know? Do you know the common ones, or? Cool, Christian. How did you find me? Cool, Christian. So usually the solution, if jamming for you doesn't work, usually the solution is not to learn even more scales. Just to illustrate that, I can just play one box from the pentatonic scale, and I think it works. It's just the first box. So it's just the first box. So usually what you need is maybe a few licks to get you started, and then generally what has worked well for me, at least in the last couple of years, I'm done with learning new songs, new riffs, new licks. I've done that for a long time. So now I've just started to practice everything I do over backing track. So if I practice picking, I'll do it over a backing track. So I'm pretty much all the time trying to jam, and it doesn't have to sound good all the time, just as long as you're trying to make it sound musical, make it fun for you. Then, if it's fun, then eventually it's gonna sound good as well. Can. So even just with one finger, you can make that pentatonic scale sound good. It's a really useful scale, I think. But if it's not working for you, you should, maybe focus on a solo that you like a lot, and that seems somewhat doable to you, and try to learn just a few licks from that solo. And then you can try to do that over your own backing track. Still just the first box here. So I'm adding a few notes from the minor scale, or the Aeolian scale. I'm in C sharp, by the way, C sharp minor. it's not that new, but I didn't have it in my studio before. I had it, you know, where I live, and I used it to play and put my kids to sleep by playing guitar. And this is really nice for playing softer stuff. So no, but it's like 4 or 5 years old. Oops, wrong key. Yeah, Christian, exactly. So if I'm in C sharp minor, I play that first pentatonic box on the 9th fret. And on the previous backing track, I think it was B minor. So then I moved the pentatonic box just 2 steps down to B, the note B here on the E string. Pablo, what's up? From Brazil, awesome. Is that Portuguese or Spanish? I'm gonna say como está because you know what that means either way. I just say it in Swedish. Hur är läget? That means what's up. Wrong key. That's a very bad idea to end with the wrong key. Pretty cool backing track. So if you want to find these, they're on YouTube. Vito Astoni Music. That's the channel. This one is called Pop Rock Guitar Backing Track C sharp minor. 150 BPM. So what do we do now? Maybe try another one. Brazilian Portuguese, yeah, that's what I thought. Or at least Portuguese. I suspected, rather. Ooh, yeah. By the way, am I somewhat in sync? You know, video and audio? Is it okay? It's hard for me to listen while I... It looks okay. I hope the playing is in sync as well. Cool, remember seeing you way back. Awesome, Victor. So was that like an ultimate guitar, or when did you see me way back? It's all in sync, thank you. I'm in B minor, by the way. 7th fret here. Julia, will I be doing more YouTube sessions? Maybe. Like I said, for some reason, YouTube is not sending a lot of traffic to the streams. Facebook is sending a lot of traffic, so it doesn't make that much sense for me to sit here and just have a few, as much as I like you guys, but just have a few users when I can get much more exposure on Facebook. But once in a while for sure. But be sure to check me out on my Facebook profile, Christopher Dahl. Cool, Victor. So you found me on GMC. Are you Swedish? Corneliusson almost sounds Swedish. Victor. Victor, är du svensk? Very Swedish. Yeah, Christian, I stream from my personal Facebook and from the GMC Guitar Facebook. I usually do once every week on each of them, so 2 streams per week. But right now I'm having issues with Facebook, which is why I'm here. For some reason it's not working there, but hopefully it'll work again and I'll get back to it. So that was a pretty cool one. Let's try this one. This is called John Mayer style backing track in C# minor. Ooh yeah. C# minor, so we're gonna go back up to the 9th fret. For some reason all backing tracks today have been in either B minor or C# minor. So in the same area. Pablo, hybrid picking, what I advise you to do is try to maybe start with a few licks that you already know, so some simple blues licks maybe. Like that, it's just 11th fret D string to 9th fret G string. Started with just like a, how do you call that? Hit the strings. And then you can try to do that with hybrid picking. The advantage, if you already know the lick, you don't have to think so much about the left hand, you can focus on the right hand. And it's also cool because you're gonna hopefully realize that hybrid picking has numerous advantages. One being that you get a different tone. So if you compare with a pick, you're gonna get But with hybrid finger, you're gonna get, if you want to hit it hard. So it gives it a bit of a different sound as well. So this one is called John Mayer style backing track in C# minor. You can search for it on YouTube. So you watched the videos from 12 years ago on my channel. That's pretty cool, Victor. Tack så mycket. As far as YouTube guitarists, I think I'm inspired by the usual ones. Yeah, Gustavo Guerra back in the days for sure, Jack Tamrat as well. And you, of course. Thank you, Victor. So I think Matthias Asato is one of the biggest right now, at least on Instagram. And I find him really inspiring, almost to the point that, you know, it's depressing. But that's a good feeling. It somehow makes you work in the back of your head towards that goal. And I had a similar sensation, you know, looking at Guthrie Govan back in the days. Matthias Asato. Matteus. So Matthias Asato. Try to give you a Swedish pronunciation there. Matthias, but I'm sure if you search for Matthias guitar, you're gonna find him immediately. Exactly, there you have it. So Pablo, are you also a fan of his? Oh yeah, that's true. He's Brazilian but living in the US now. I think he plays for like a really big pop act. Can't remember her name. It's a really popular girl. Well, Guthrie, he's not really active, I would say, on YouTube, so you could miss him. So you don't get a lot of new Guthrie content. It's mostly, you know, old videos that someone else uploaded from him. Cool, A.G. Gent. I don't know about him. Cool, yeah, Guthrie, yeah. But isn't it mostly from his show and stuff like that? It's not really, you know, your typical guitar or internet kind of thing where you sit and shred. I don't know. I'm not following him that closely anymore. Glad you like it, Pablo. So I'm using bit of an interesting combination now. The amp is an like an analog tube amp. It's called Pure Tone Amps, the Cosmonaut, and it's handmade in Greece. I'm very proud to have it here. But then I use the cabinet simulation and reverb and delay from my Kemper, and I also use 2 stomps in the pre position, like 2 boosters in front of the amp. So it's like both a bit of the Kemper you're hearing, and the amp is actually a tube amp. Cool, guys. So I'm gonna have to end here, unfortunately, but it's been really cool to see you on this channel. I hope you're gonna join me on the Facebook channel as well, so you can catch these regularly, as well as all my other updates. Facebook is much more generous in terms of actually showing my videos to my followers, so that's why I'm posting there. YouTube doesn't really show my videos anymore, so it makes more sense for me to be on Facebook. That's just how it is right now. But if you guys have any advice for me on how to fix that, you can shoot me a message. But have a good one, and see you hopefully on Facebook and here on YouTube as I upload more content.